welcome to the Living on Mission podcast
Whoa, you just
with
said that.
Larry
That's me.
and Rachel, which is me. And this is
Come on.
pretty surreal because this is our very first episode, Larry.
It's our very first one. It's the intro.
Are you excited?
I am pumped.
I
I know
am
I'm not like showing
so
it so
excited.
much, but I'm excited too.
I feel like you're trying to keep your cool, but you don't got to keep your cool
You're
on
right.
here.
You're right.
You can be as hype as you need to.
That's right.
This is a big deal. This is a big moment, you know?
Thank you. I needed that.
But in all seriousness, we are so excited about this. One, we love doing this stuff together. And then two, we also love getting the opportunity to just talk to friends and family that are watching this, or maybe new friends, to just encourage and just point people to Jesus. And
That's
so living on mission with Larry and Rachel. Larry, what would you say is the heart and purpose behind this podcast? What do we want our listeners to not just get out of this, but to receive, to be able to actually live out in their own lives?
Yeah. I think we, with us like living on mission, we want to encourage others to do the same, and reveal the sides, the moments in our journey that may be difficult, that are hard, and be honest and vulnerable about that, in hopes that it'll encourage people to continue to pursue their calling, continue to seek out to discover their God-given purpose, and that they would go like and run after Jesus and live every day like it matters. Especially now in this season, in this time, in our world, in our country. Like I think people need Jesus more than ever, and this is why we're here.
Yeah, and it's to even just encourage those already following Jesus. Like, now is not the time to back down. Now is not the time to get quiet in your faith.
Yeah.
Now is not the time to start to live comfortably. Like, we were created by God and for God to live on mission for his purposes. And so I just pray and hope that when people listen to this, yes, they laugh and they smile and they're encouraged, but they're also stirred up in faith to go out and be the hands and feet of Jesus. And I actually looked up before we even started, like, what does it actually mean to live on mission? And the two words that stood out to me was it means to live purposefully and intentionally. And I love the word intentional, because when you're living a life on mission, you're intentional with how you live the day to day.
Right.
Like, you're not just cruising, you're not just going through the motions, but you are intentional with every action that you do, every word that you speak, and every moment. How am I living? And it makes me think one of my favorite verses in the Bible is in Colossians 4. And it says to make the most of every opportunity. And I think as followers of Jesus, we're called to not live comfortably and cruise through life, but make the most of every opportunity, not for ourselves, but for people to know Jesus. And so this is even like going to be encouragement to my own soul, as we're encouraging people to also be reminded to make the most of every opportunity in my life and to not let it go wasted, because life is a vapor. And, you know, we don't know what tomorrow holds, but we can live on mission with today.
Yes.
You know, and so I'm excited.
That's good. Yes. And we got to talk about how we got here, though. Like, how did we get to finally record a podcast? And I'm saying finally because this has been in conversation since, like,
forever. No, just kidding.
Since
a while.
I mean, since we were dating, right? Like, and it started, and people could find these videos on our YouTube channel, on this channel, where we just started doing like vlogs and little talks.
Yeah.
You know, in your parents' living room. And we always talked about wanting to do this. And then we get married, and we got some, you know, people were very generous and blessed us financially. And we said, oh, we want to use this money to buy podcast equipment.
Yeah.
You know, and actually go for it. And we've been married for just over a year and a half.
Yeah.
And we're just getting started on this.
Hey, it's all good.
But we made it.
Yes.
Mama, we made it.
We made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And so,
it's been a fun journey to just dream about it and talk about it. And I think too, it's like we've talked through this of, I feel like sometimes with things like this, and even just like, there's so many people that have dreams in their hearts, right? And this has
Right.
kind of been like a dream. And
It has.
sometimes, of course, I trust in God's timing and him opening the doors to make something happen. But also, I think sometimes like we'll wait too long
Yeah.
and think it has to be this perfect timing. And I just think with where we're at in our lives, it's like, there's never going to be a
Yeah.
perfect time.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
let's
go
go for it. And then as we go for it, like, God's going to help sustain us to
Yeah.
be able to sustain this. And so, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited
Me too.
because we just recently moved. And so that was craziness and a big priority.
Yeah.
And before we moved, where we were living in Florida, we were getting to do ministry together side by side. And we've always loved doing things together within like ministry. And so this is kind of sweet that in this season, we're still both working at a church, but in different ministries.
Yeah.
This is another outlet of ministry that now we're getting to do
Yes.
together, which I
Yeah.
think is really sweet and really exciting for me personally. And I
Yes.
hope it's exciting
It really is.
for you too.
It
you
really
know?
is.
So
I love this, and it's funny because it's like, it's one of those things that like personally I prayed for. You know, that's what I prayed for my wife, and that is all that you are and more.
wow, we should do
Yeah.
more podcasts so I can hear this more often.
Yeah. So I mean, we I always prayed for that God would give me a wife that would be on mission as well, because I knew my calling. I knew what God had called me into, and my prayer was that I would be able to share in that with my wife, and we get to do that. We're doing it in a different way now, like you said, and we'll talk more about that as we continue to do this. But this is a beautiful thing, and the reason why we started talking again about doing a podcast and getting serious about it was because we had a conversation after being in Texas. We got to speak in Texas, South Texas. Shout out to all of our South Texas fam.
Got to speak at a summer camp.
We got to speak at a summer camp for a week.
6th through 12th graders.
Yeah, which was really cool. Getting to do that together was amazing.
Yeah.
It was the best. And we met a lot of students. Like, I think there was over 600 students or 600 people there.
Yeah.
Like, it was a pretty
amazing.
big summer camp. It was so cool to see all these different youth ministries and all these different teenagers come together. But in that moment, we realized, like, man, we felt this sense of responsibility of, like, man, God is giving us these opportunities to proclaim his word, to proclaim the gospel. And he's given us this influence, right? It might not be as big as anybody else's, or it might, but there's influence. And that's the thing that I think people need to know is, like, you have influence.
Yes.
And so there's a responsibility that comes with that influence.
Right.
And I think we've accepted that our responsibility in this season is to encourage others to live on mission, to walk with Jesus, right? And to understand that every day matters, and every day is an opportunity to give glory to God and to help people find Jesus. And now we're here.
I'm so excited.
I'm pumped.
I really am.
So this has to be a shorter episode,
because we're gonna do a
just
lot
the
of
intro.
episodes of going into detail of a lot of things.
And actually, we're gonna record another episode right now, and we're gonna put out 2.
I think we should go for
because
it.
I think you need the intro.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then if you're ready to dive into things, click on that next video, and then we go from there.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Hey, leave in the comments. Oh, we haven't said this in a long time. Rachel, what do we want them to do?
Oh my goodness.
What do we need them to do?
I don't know why this feels weird saying this. I
Really-
don't know why.
it really
That's why
does.
you want me to say it,
Yep.
because it feels weird for you. No, we have to say it together now.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
We want you to
like,
comment,
comment,
and subscribe.
Okay.
Most importantly, subscribe and like. Comments, that's okay if you don't want to comment. Sometimes I don't got the energy to comment. Yeah. But it takes little boop to like.
And we'd
and
love
subscribe doesn't take that long, right?
And we'd love to hear, like, if you do want to put in the comments, like, what are some videos you want us to put, want us to film, and maybe some topics that you want us to talk through.
You can put it in the comments, but also we'll have an Instagram page for this. And so I'll probably be doing like a question box and asking people on that page.
Okay.
What do you want to see? What do you want to hear about? So
what's our Instagram?
Follow our Insta. Come on. It is Living on Mission podcast. And we can put a link to it, I think.
Yes.
I don't really know any of this world yet.
We'll make it happen.
It's all going to be in there.
It's going to be in the description.
And it'll be great.
Come on, we do this. We do this
now. We do. Now we do.
All right.
But here we go. I'm excited to do this with you. There's no one else. And something I was thinking through.
There better be no one else.
Sorry, I didn't finish it because I got excited. There's no one else I would rather do this with. But I was also thinking, I was also thinking maybe we can have some special guests on here. Maybe like I can bring some of my girls on here, have girl talk. You can bring some of your guys on and, and we can have fun. So it won't always just be Larry and I. We'll have some new and fun voices on this as the months go by, which I'm excited about.
We might throw in some vlogs in there.
Hey.
We might throw in some stuff.
You never know what you're going to get.
We just want to have fun with this.
We do.
All right. This is getting fun. We got to cut this one out. Okay. We love y'all.
We love you.
Live on mission.
I don't know why I froze. No, but seriously, if you're here, we love you. We're thankful for you. And thank you for clicking on this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.